Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Rosmo. And by the title of this video, I think you can get a good idea of what I'll be talking about today. Now, being a fangirl myself, having self-insert media isn't really something new or odd. Go! Imagine! Who cares, right? It pumps up the creative juices. But I didn't think creative juices will push the limit of wittiness to this point. What I'm talking about is a certain kind of playlist. Playlists where fans would compile songs based on a theme or scenario that has a certain anime character in it. So I learned about these kinds of playlists and I'll be showing them to you in a moment because me and my family were talking about ways some businesses lessen their tax and stuff. You know, usual family dinner talks. And my brother, and I'm not joking, he told me a playlist title that's called Doing Tax Fraud with Yu Nishinoya. Excuse me, do what? Yeah, and he told me those were some kind of playlists you can find on YouTube. And he found out about it because his girlfriend listened to those things, so I demanded him to, please tell your girlfriend to send me some. What the frick? I'm so curious. I didn't think they existed. It sounds so odd to be real. So hesitantly, he told his girlfriend. She sent me some playlists and even tells me my bro was wrong, that it wasn't this character Yu Nishinoya who will do tax fraud with you in the playlist, but this other character named Bokuto, which, you know, looking from the outside in doesn't really change much. But let me tell you, between these two characters, this guy seems like the kind of person who would do tax fraud, and this one would do tax evasion. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. In the Philippines, we have this phrase, ang taba ng utak, meaning so creative and witty in a funny way, basically, but it literally means fat brain. So when someone is really funny and creatively witty, matataba utak nila. At yung mga gumagawa ng mga title na to, ang taba ng utak nila. Like, there are so many playlists, and it lasts at most 3 hours. Fangirls can probably find the cure for cancer with their big brains, but the big braininess is offered to these 2D husbandos. By the way, I just listened to some of these and not the whole playlist, so I'll mostly be talking about the titles at most, and not the song list. Okay, let me show you some of the titles sent to me and some I found. Most of them are Haikyuu characters, so if you don't know them, I don't think you have to, because just the concept itself is one hell of a show. Go get some water before I say these titles though. Pause the video if you have to. You got water? Cool. Drink it now. Shaking some ass with Bokuto Kotaro. Stealing chips with Tanaka in Ukai's store. Eating Tsukishima with Nishinoya, surprisingly upbeat and happy. Committing arson with Tendo Satori. Burning Ushijima's farm with Oikawa Tooru. Breaking into ice cream shops with Kuroo Tetsurou. Hiding bodies with Kuroo Tetsurou. My personal favorite, only because the titles sound so edgy, but the first song is literally the periodic table song. If you don't know these characters, try replacing the names with someone you know and it's still gonna be just as funny, like committing arson with Ash Ketchum or stealing chips with Peter Parker in Tony Stark's store, you know? The range of these playlists aren't only crazy funny. Some of them are pretty wholesome and romantic. Get a hold of a pillow because you'll probably go aww when you hear it. Though I haven't listened to all of them, so I'm just gonna be basing from the titles. Boosting your confidence with Oikawa Tooru. Running under the rain with Kotaro Bokuto. Crying on Levi's shoulder. Being two pretty best friends with Kyoko. Learning guitar with Sema Eita. Dedicating your heart to Erwin. Not gonna lie, this title was so freaking cheesy. I love it. It's so freaking... What? Bullying kids in Roblox with Kozume Kenma. Some of them aren't just slow ballads or love songs, but it does give the vibe of whatever the title is. Don't know them? Alright, time to replace it with someone you know. Boosting your confidence with Eeyore. Bullying kids in Roblox with Kuzuha, or running under the rain with Charizard. Oh wait. And get some tissues because there are some freaking playlists that, with the title itself, sound so sad that I'm scared to even click on it because I feel like I would most likely cry or feel sad. There are titles like this. Never Good Enough, Reki Kini. Armin sings to you while you die in his arms. Playing with Levi Ackerman's hair for the last time. I mean, this one could be sad, or Levi was gonna get bald the next day, who knows. Watching Megumi, fushiguro fall in love with someone else. What's fun about these kinds of playlists is the comments though. Like 50% are making long POV fanfics about something sad, and the other 50% are crying over said POV fanfics while listening to the playlist. It's just crazy down there. And then there are just some titles that I find absolutely weird, that it makes me think, like dancing between Hawks and Dabi while they silently fight over you. Like, what would that look like? Like this? Yeah. Honestly, the titles itself are entertaining, so whoever you are making those titles and playlists, you guys are pretty cool. Please don't stop. I don't think I'll be the type to listen to them and read fanfics anymore, but it's a fun, creative way to shake things up with the fandom. And it's not bothering anyone, I hope, so it's cool in my book. Plus, I get to know some more songs I don't usually get to listen to. I feel like I could make like a random title and just put a bunch of random songs and people would click on it, you know? Like, Finding Out Dragons Aren't Real with Seto Kaiba. And it'll be full of Debo the Gift Dragon songs, or Pengu, comforting you while you take your blood test. And, I don't know, I'll throw in an unironic Rickroll in the middle. I mean, it sounds a bit odd at first, and I thought so too. But then I listened to the first one my bros GF sent, which was Shaking Ass with Bokuto, and it was fun to listen to. Just do something like draw and then play that in the background. Look, I thought I've seen everything when it comes to what fangirls can come up with, but learning about this was like reaching a new town in Pokemon. It's so new. My horizon has widened, you know? It's like, what is this place? Do you listen to these kinds of playlists? Are you willing to try? I'm really curious what you guys think and know about this because I only found out about it recently. Like, what the freak? They exist. Who would have known that? You know? Not me. If you were to make a playlist like that, what's the title? Share them down in the comments. I want to see it, and I'll see you in my next video. So yeah.